Hello and welcome to Pop Along RC. The day is finally here. I have my Atom 3. I've been banging on about this car for a very long time. I'm super excited. So let's see what all the fuss is about. So if you are new to the channel, here at Pop Along RC, we are all about RC car racing. Recently we've been racing buggies, we also race GT12s, touring cars, Tamiya's. We do all sorts of racing, and the plan is for us to pop along to as many RC car clubs in the UK as possible and give them a shout out here on the channel. Anyway, today though it's all about the Atom 3. I first spoke of the Atom 3 a few months back now. Okay, so I started out my GT12 journey way back in, I think it was 2012, with the original Supastox. In 2014 they released the Supastox GT, and I believe it was 2016 they brought out the Atom 1. So a couple of months back I set the Supastox on the track, run it a couple of weeks, tried to work out what my sort of average laps were. I then got myself one of these, which is the Atom 1, and again I was comparing the laps, and it was almost a second a lap, on average a second a lap faster, this car compared to that one. I then added some upgraded bits, so I upgraded the motor and the ESC, and that was worth another second a lap. So I've got quite a lot of data added up already to see how much faster these cars are. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Atom 3 compares over the coming weeks. So that is the direction this series is going to go, to see how the Atom 3 performs. Okay, so it is actually time to get inside the box. Here we go. Wow. Okay, so here we go. In the box we have got our manual. I am going to be having a proper look through this before I start the build, but nice exploded view there of the car. We have got our stickers, very nice indeed. I think if I go with this scheme, I've got the black and white pop along stickers, which we can add to that as well. And then we have all our individual bags. So here it is, the chassis, the starting point. Very nice. Literally step 8. Oh, this is really good. So if we just go back to the book then and have a quick look at this, we have got step 1, it says here, and then underneath step 1 it's got all the things that you need. And what we should have, if I open up and have a little look at it in here, the bags are all individually labelled. So this one here says step 7, step 3, step 2. So literally you open up one bag at a time, you work through one page at a time, and that should make the process go super smooth. So here it is, everything is out of the box now. I've put these in order, so we've got step 1, step 2, step 3, all the way through to step 18 over here. Step 13 and 16 I've put over this side because they're slightly larger. We have got this bag here, which is the S2 parts, and this is the S2 chassis. We've also got our oil, so we've got the 30,000, we've got the 1,000, we've got the 12,000, and we've also got our 2 different Loctites. So we've got a blue and a purple. One of them's slightly stronger than the other, and then we have got our manual. So let's get started with step 1 and get this car built. Straight out of the box we've got 4 variations on this piece here, and looking at it, this is to set whereabouts you want your battery placed. So the stock set is this one. Then we have your 4 here. So depending on the position you want your LiPo, depends on which one of these are. I'm going to stick with the stock setting for now, so those 3 can be parted, and I'm going to run with this one here. So that means we need step 2, and in step 2 obviously we have another bag to work through. So that's the bulk of the rear pod done. All going swimmingly so far. So the rear pod goes on the back here. There's a screw here that you need to just loosen off a touch. So there's only 1.5mm protruding at the top. There's a little hole that comes in underneath here that you can just unscrew that. And then you can set the droop setting. Oh, just a quick note on these parts. When you add these on, it's worth noting that there is a thin hole and a large hole. You want the large holes on the outside so that the screw goes in. So this part's done now. As you see, the springs are just stuck. Press them over the silver bits and they hold in place. So, got to an interesting bit now. They've been made to bring in the front of the car, and it says here 1200 weight oil. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, another thing to note as well, here in the book it says note shape of the turnbuckle, this groove indicates the left and right hand. Well, these turnbuckles don't appear to have any grooves, so we are on to this bit here, which is step 9 and servos, Core RC 5008. So let's get this put together and start getting stuff into the car. So there it is, the Atom 3 pretty much done. So the reason I haven't quite finished it off is because what I want to do is get the electrics in so I can centre up this servo, and then I'll put the front bumper on, the body posts, and that is good to go. So the diff feels so smooth. So obviously over here we have got a Supastox GT, here we have an Atom 1, and over this side is the Atom 3. So if you want to see how this car compares to these with the times it's put in on the track, like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and I will be giving you a full rundown as to how this car performs on the track very soon.